Well, hey neighbors, welcome to the shed shop. And another neighbor wants to do me dirty. I had gotten back from speaking to neighbor Amy today, and yesterday I spoke to neighbor Brian about my building, and I was also asking neighbor Amy's advice on how to proceed on this guy's 210 that you've seen in the background, neighbor Terry. I initially trusted some judgment, which I should have vacuum pressure tested and just charged my neighbor up front for diagnostics. That is why I charge fucking $25 minimum. You have to get a pressure test on your saw if it's a steel or a Husqvarna, and easy for me to test. And I'm going to go back to that. But here's the deal. This guy's flipping out on me. I've just had a conversation with my uncle. He doesn't want to live. Okay? He's not suicidal, but he wishes he could die. Many of us feel that way many a days in life. Okay? I've tried to plead with this guy. Listen, he interrupted me dozens and dozens and dozens of times on the phone. Here's his sprocket. Neighbors that know chainsaws, is that any good? Would you run your fucking saw with that garbage? You should have seen his bar. I almost took a video. But you can tell I've dressed it. It's very evident, okay? It is very evident my dressing file has run down this fucking rail gap on both sides, okay? And it's very evident on the top, okay? If y'all look, when I diagnosed this saw, I don't know if I had the scabbard on or not. I'll give you an end card or an info card hopefully at some point on this video. Maybe not right away. His oil cap leaks. I took a brand new fucking oil cap, knowing that he might not want to buy it, and put it on there just so I can make sure everything was right with the saw. This is why I don't give small engine mechanics don't give lead times and estimates. Because when we do and we can't adhere to or meet them, people get pissed off. This guy thinks, oh, you just sounds like a lot of money, a lot of money, a lot of money. I went up and asked neighbor Amy's advice because she referred this guy to me inside her shop, and I didn't want him to get upset. Yet he did. Yet I've pleaded with him, please neighbor, please neighbor, please neighbor, please neighbor. You're not letting me talk. I just put a video up that's not posted yet. Details matter is how the title starts. Nobody lets me give the details. Everybody wants to fucking interrupt me. I'm detail oriented. That's why people bring their shit here so much. That's why all my fucking subscribers want to send their shit and are buying shit from me. Because they see how detail-oriented I am. And how passionate I am about the work I do. And charging as low as I possibly can for that work. This is why I don't like this business. Or the world. I've been honest with this guy. He won't let me give him the details. He's fucking interrupting me over the phone nonstop. I've just had a deep conversation with my uncle. The details matter. I don't care. Y'all can keep separating fucking business and personal, but that's the problem with the world. It all matters. It's all the same. So we're going to vacuum pressure test his saw. He wants to fucking sue me? Fine. He can sue me. Okay? And if it's a crankshaft seal, we're going to replace it. He wants to sue me? He can fucking sue me. Fine. I told him his bill right now is $102.50. If we fix his saw, his bill's $102.50. That's the approval point. I earned my wage up to this point. And his diagnostics fee wouldn't have changed when I did this test today. But he called me right after I left Amy's asking advice how I tell this man I got to the other side of your saw. When you always want to fucking ask, you guys always want to ask an estimate, customers, estimate. But then if I can't meet that estimate because I go over here and I haven't seen your sprocket's bad, your chain is bad, your bar is bad, all kinds of shit is bad, and that's probably why I'm going to find a fucking crankshaft seal that's fucking blown out. Neighbors. Because all that shit's bad, and he's telling me I just paid you to get my motor running. You didn't pay me shit yet, first neighbor. You want me to take this fucking saw up to Amy and tell her how much you owe me. No, neighbor, you owe me, not her. I'm not involving her at this point. She passed you to me. She didn't have time to take your business. You deal with me, Terry. I love you, neighbor, but this is bullshit. Let's get to work, goddammit, neighbors. Here's the aftermarket air filter I gave you for free, Terry. This was free, neighbor. Completely free, because I was surprised. It doesn't fit the 250, but your 210, it fits. So I gave it to you for free, okay? I've been giving them away. No charge, neighbor. You had that shit for free, okay? But now we got to take it off, because you don't want to pay for it. I'm not taking your saw anywhere. Your saw's in my shop. You agreed to give me your business. You deal with me. I'm not going to stress Amy's life out because you can't see that I fucking love you, neighbor. Ain't going to happen. I'm not going to have my relationship with Amy destroyed over this. Amy and Brian. Sorry, neighbor. $102.50. That's your bill. Actually, I lied. I'm sorry. You're paying for your crankshaft seals. I'll do the labor for free. That's if I get this shit done before you fucking trample up in my driveway, coming all fucking gung-ho like an asshole. I don't know why human beings act like this. Why can't we? Okay, we got a little upset in the beginning like you did. You can't calm down. You told me I was being upset, and I said, neighbor, I'm not upset. And you wanted the benefit of the doubt from me that even though your tone is different than every other fucking time I've talked to you, and we try to balance. When do I update neighbors and when do I just do stuff? When do I ask permission to spend $3 and when don't I? And you assholes out there, so sorry neighbors. I'm talking about the ones that act like this. Acting like an asshole. That doesn't mean you're always an asshole. Terry, you're acting like an asshole. This is how I run my business. Fine. Let it destroy me. Don't bring your shit to me if you can't fucking communicate and you don't think details matter. Because you're only bringing your shit to me if you want the fucking details to matter. Plain and simple. That's the shed shop. Details matter to me. Okay? Details matter. Just like the detail that if I didn't fucking crimp this line off, I might get gas in my fucking face. That detail matters, neighbor. If I'm telling somebody how to do that job, should I leave that detail out? You must be a guy that can only handle fucking 3-minute fucking YouTube videos, neighbor. Seriously, you see how upset you got me right now? But you got me upset because you're fucking cold. That's what gets me upset. The cold-heartedness. The cold-heartedness. The unwillingness to see a human being is here pleading with you. Neighbor, please. Think about this, neighbor. Please consider this detail. And you say, I'm taking too long to tell you, but you can't even give me 3 minutes. This guy, you guys, would not even give me 3 minutes. I told him yesterday, last night, in fact, I needed to vacuum pressure test his saw because it still wasn't running right. And this is why I want to record every fucking thing. This channel's almost monetized, neighbors. Help me get there. Like, subscribe, share, comment down below, argue. At this point, I don't give a shit. Still be nice. I'm going to tell you you're being an asshole if you're an asshole. But let's get this channel fucking monetized so that I don't have to deal with this shit no more. And get paid to show you guys how shitty people really are in this business. Okay? Take your shit to a shop and have them charge you $80 to change your air filter. Huh? How much did fucking steel charge you to change a carburetor, Terry? Huh? Come on, just because you get done dirty by the dealer, and that's not the mechanic's fault, please understand that. Just because you get done dirty by the dealer doesn't mean the fucking chainsaw redeemer is doing you dirty. Okay? You guys see what I go through working on people's saws. This shit should slide right off, but it doesn't because this guy doesn't take care of his saw and doesn't know how to adjust a carburetor. Okay? You see what I have to go through, neighbors? Do you see what I have to go through, but that I do go through for my neighbors? So that their money is well spent with me. Okay? Your money's well spent here. Everything I go through, you could buy 3 fucking brand new saws at the labor rate shops charge you, neighbor. Seriously. Maybe 4 brand new saws. Seriously, man. Everything I do to your saw would cost you like fucking 3 or 4 of these saws at the dealership, man. You're ridiculous, Terry. This is disappointing, neighbor. I gave you every chance. I'm done. I'm done. If I plead with you and plead with you and plead with you to fucking reconsider being an asshole and you don't, fuck you. This is going to destroy my business, but I don't care about the business. I don't, neighbors. I care about my happiness in life. I care about my peace. I care about people figuring out that there is still fucking honesty and love left in this fucking world. That's what I care about. So I don't care if calling you out, Terry, for being an asshole ruins my business, neighbor. Say you're sorry. Make it right. Show people that it can be made right and that people can be humble instead of fucking stubborn and prideful all the time. It takes a humble man to say I was wrong. A really fucking humble man. Or to sit there and tell me you haven't got upset once when you called me. I spoke to you like 3 or 4 times on the phone. You've never had the fucking short, defensive tone that you had today, neighbor. Never. Okay? You can't bullshit a bullshitter. Okay, period. Okay. I never did vacuum pressure test his saw because I was gonna give him half off his labor if I didn't do, or if his saw was just out of tune and shit and just had a dirty air filter. I was gonna give him half off his labor because I know about what he spent to have this carburetor replaced at the steel dealer. I don't have to ask. I know what they charge. I don't have to ask, okay? That's what you don't understand, Terry. I know how much money you have invested in this saw already, but I'm sorry, neighbor. With me, you'll invest your money and then we'll make sure it's right. And if it's not right after you leave, you get to bring it back and I don't charge you. That's how I fucking work, unless you cause the problem. But I always try to give people the benefit of the doubt, neighbor. I'm so tired of you guys being shitty. Seriously, I'm sick of it. Wake the fuck up, human beings. Wake the fuck up and stop treating each other like shit like this. I'm tired of it. Bear, Porchinsky, whatever the fuck your last name is, sue me, I don't care. Fucking walk off with your saw with a fucking $200 bill on it already and my tools attached to it because you're not happy that you asked how long and I said roughly a minimum of 2 weeks lead time, and then you take that as your saw is going to be done in 2 weeks. I said it's going to be a minimum of 2 weeks. Minimum of 2 weeks. And people always want to receive that. That's why Amy is so good at, listen, if you want a time, I'm going to tell you 6 fucking months. I'm not going to give you a time because we can't. My lead time is 1 day to 6 months, neighbors. And I'm going to have these signs if I get Shed Shop 1.5 here. You're going to have to sign a contract with me probably. I'm tired of this shit. I'm a good fucking person and I do my neighbors right. And I'm tired of crying because of filthy fucking assholes like you, Terry. I'm done. Let's vacuum pressure test your saw, neighbor. I've blocked off the muffler. Your spark plug's in. We've got the specialty flange that I've paid $44 or $34 for from Steel to be able to specifically test the 025, the 210, the 021, the 210, the 230, the 250s. Okay? That's all this flange tests, asshole. That's what I spent on it. You're being an asshole. That doesn't mean you are an asshole. The world's just shit. But I gave you a chance. We have a slow leak down. We're leaking. It's very slow, but we're leaking. We are leaking. Sorry, neighbors, I can't hold it still, especially upset. I'm upset. I went to 7.5 pounds. I'm already down to 7. Actually, I probably went to 8. I'm sorry, I can't give you a good angle with the lot. We are leaking. Very slow, but we're leaking. I'm willing to bet it's that fucking crankshaft seal. It's very slow. Very, very slow. The problem is I gotta pull his whole damn saw apart to find it. It's slow, but it's there. Damn it. Trying to get this so you guys can see it without the light reflection. We were at just over 8 pounds. We're just under 8 pounds now. Should we just fucking stand here and I can tell you how shitty people are that I even have to do this right now? Guy's got a brand new carburetor. We pressure tested his carburetor. It was fine. Guy's tank vent could be an issue. It could be plugged up. I haven't tested it yet. But you guys don't understand, to test every little fucking thing when a saw won't run right. I could have sent this saw on its way. Hey guy, it's running again. I could be like a regular fucking shop that has no wood to cut, and you bring your saw to me and tell me it bogs in wood, and I think, well, shit, look at your air filter, it's got no fucking flow, and then I change it and your saw starts and I can send it on its way. No, but I put a tack on your saw, tried to get it tuned in, it wouldn't tune in right. And so I know there's something else that's the problem. It could be just your fucking fuel filter. You'll see in the video I was trying to save you $6. This is such a slow thing. I almost want to chop it up to either human error or it's only a fucking leak that's happening at running temperature. That happens all the time. Ask your mechanic buddies, neighbor. This is very, 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 very slow leak. A very slow leak. I'm inclined to believe that maybe the problem is the pickup body. The fuel pickup body. But my neighbor don't understand. This 15 minutes cost him $0 fucking dollars. Zero. It was already in his labor. Already. Okay? Already in his labor of a diagnostics to figure out what's wrong with your saw and get it running right. If I don't do this while your saw is on my bench because I think this might have been your problem and your 3 turns out and everything else, you're not fucking paying for this. It's just more time. But if I would have done this up front, I can't give you half off labor if that's all it was. I have a $50 fucking shop minimum. A lot of times I do $25 if it's something stupid and silly and simple and I only had to spend an hour to fix your fucking problem. Okay? Stop fucking saying I'm doing you dirty, neighbors. I'm not. I admit when I do you dirty. I admit. I think it's fucking his pickup body. This thing is so slow. Either that or, again, it's an air leak that's only causing problems at running temperature because it's so slow. I see it. I see it a lot on 028s. Don't you, Ted Neitzel? Don't you, Greasy Shop Rag? Well, you don't really work in a lot of old saws. I really am. Hey, mechanics, chime in below. How many of you fucking deal with this shit? If you have a shop, work at a shop, used to own a shop, used to work at a shop, tinker on the side for your neighbors and charge them, how many of you deal with being accused of doing your fucking neighbors dirty? I'm sick of this shit. It's bullshit. All because I tried to save him $6.50. Normally, a shop would just automatically say, it's questionable. They do what I do. When in doubt, throw it out. Charge my neighbor $6.50 for an aftermarket pickup body. Come on, man. I was trying to save you fucking money, Terry. Why would you be an asshole, dude? This is what you get. Now you're famous. Now you're on the internet. And this channel is going to blow up. And you're going to be famous if you're a shitty human being. And you're going to be famous if you're a good human being. So I guess if you're a shitty human being, you're infamous. Because you're going to have a lot of haters. But if you're a good human being, you're going to be famous. Because you're going to have a lot of people saying, good on you. Good job for you for treating that human being nice. That's how I'm going to fucking make the world work. I don't give a shit no more, neighbors. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm real fucking tired. I'm real tired. This guy wanting to tell me he wasn't being an asshole. I get so tired of that shit. You're allowed to tell me I'm being an asshole all the time, neighbors. Just because of my tone. But yet when I say, hey neighbor, you've never taken this tone with me. Are you upset? I asked him. That's when I asked him, neighbors, are you upset? Did I do something wrong? You said you weren't in a hurry. So because of everything else going on in my life, my neighbors that say they're not in a hurry, when their parts get delayed on Amazon, I'll wait a few extra days to see if they'll come, and then I'll have to cancel your sprocket. And you want to say I didn't pay you to fix my sprocket, my bar and chain that saw cut. Yeah, but you know what, neighbor? Your sprocket's fucking garbage. Seriously, should we look at it again? Where is that shit? Garbage. Your oil cap? Where's that shit at? Garbage. Doesn't lock anymore. Doesn't lock down here against the seal. That's why it leaks out here, not here at the O-ring. Garbage. I opened a brand new OEM $13.75 fucking cap that I now cannot sell as new. I have to discount it, knowing that I was doing it to avoid having to call you and bother you about that silly question, Terry. That's what I did. I said, fine, if my neighbor doesn't want to spend that money when I talk to him today, but he called me before I got to fucking call him. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, bitching that I should have called him by now. I work second shift in my shop most of the time, neighbors. I'm a disabled fucking American who had his fucking disability ripped from him. I'm trying to do my neighbors right. But the thing that makes it hard to do your neighbors right is saying your sprocket's fine. I'm not cutting with that. Dude, I'm not running your fucking saw with that. I don't care who you are. Don't bring your shit to my shop with a sprocket like this and expect me to run it like that. I'm not the guy that will just get your shit running and leave your saw on this. Don't bring your shit to my shop if that's what you want. Go pay $100 at the fucking dealer to have them change your air filter. I'm not the guy. I'm not. I work hard and I give a good fucking rate. This is the fucking second customer in a row. Third in a row. Almost. Fucking saying I'm doing them dirty. And now I get to expose this side of the fucking business to you guys. Because in 8 months I've not had one complaint against me. Not one. Not one customer's been an asshole like this. Not one. But I've had 3 in a row. Bo Portwine, Bear Pochinski, Terry. I'm not giving Terry's last name. Bo's I'm giving because you'll never fucking find out. Or Bear's because you'll never fucking find out who the fuck he is. Because that's not actually his real name. Bo, I'll give you his last name because he's a public servant and he used his position as a corrections officer to threaten my fucking life and threaten my business, threaten my livelihood, threaten my family, threaten my pets. He said he was going to come burn my fucking house down. This is a corrections officer. He's the type of corrections officer that beats fucking innocent inmates that are guilty until proven innocent, even though they're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. Y'all want to say I got vendettas? Fuck yeah, I do. Now we're going to start expressing them because fuck it, I'm done being falsely accused. Here is your free air filter being installed, neighbor Terry. No charge, neighbor, free. No charge, free. That part's free, okay? Here you go, 100% free, neighbor. But I'm going to give you one of my cheapest ones. Okay? Here you go, neighbor. Our cheap China neighbors say you're welcome. Okay? I usually use these for low-income people. Okay, I give them to them. Because they're not the best, but they work just fine. Oftentimes, a pickup body is a pickup body unless it's restricted. As long as it's picking up the right amount of fuel. Doesn't matter who the fuck makes it. As long as it filters debris out of the fuel. Okay, that's it. Hopefully that solves this problem. 102.50, Terry. That's what you owe me, neighbor. I dressed your bar. You owe me $5 because I paid Amy for your chain sharpening. I believe I put your air filter on there now because it was going to be free, but it's not now. So 102.50, neighbor. That's what you owe. 102.50. Hopefully your saw is fine, but I can tell you right now, the fact that I have to richen your carburetor out that much, this thing has an air leak that the saw has to be torn down to find. I'm almost guarantee it. Okay? You've had your carburetor replaced, man, and you've tried to tune it in right because it won't cut right. You see how you had to take your saw home from the dealer and it still wouldn't cut right. And so you had to fuck with your carburetor and fuck your shit up even more. I don't do that to my neighbors. I don't send shit out of my shop without cutting with it. But I need to. I really need to. Because why? I should just make my fucking money and let the assholes be. I don't need your business. I'm so fucking backed up. I'm turning down work every fucking day. And I hate it. I hate it. I have to turn down my neighbors every single day. Every single day. People are calling me asking me to fix their chip. And I have to say, sorry, neighbor. I'm not working on weed eaters right now. Or I already have the only one spot taken for a weed eater. Or I only have 10 saws at a time that I'm willing to take in and I'm booked. Sorry, neighbors. That's what happens here. That's what I have to do. And then I get assholes like this and I lose money all the time. Because assholes like this will try and tell me, take my saw here and tell them how much I owe you. No, fuck you, neighbor. Fuck you. This guy is not, I'm not taking this saw back to Outdoor Power. I'm sorry. I don't care. It's not happening. 102.50, neighbor. That's what you owe. Free of charge, back pressure test. I changed your air filter. Here you go, neighbor. I'm not cutting with your saw. But I did run this yesterday. But what I have to do to the carburetor to try and get this son bitch running right tells me there's an underlying problem. Maybe it was your fuel filter. I hope so. That's why the back pressure test was no charge. Okay? That's why. Neighbor, dealer would have charged you for that shit. Oh, you know, I still got your muffler blocked off. Sorry, neighbor. You got me so frustrated right now. that's the other thing. You have no muffler gasket or heat shield on this saw. The 210 came with the heat shield. Cold deflector, it's called, I think. And it definitely came with a gasket. You need a gasket, neighbor. I'm going to give you a free one. Okay? Here you go, neighbor. Here's your free muffler gasket. It's aftermarket. But since you think I'm trying to fucking do you dirty and steal from you, because that's basically how you express it, neighbor. Anybody that talks the way you do, I feel like it's just you're spending a lot of my money. I don't have an open. You feel like you think, I gave you an open checkbook. Well, you kind of did, Terry. You know? But even then, I haven't spent your money freely or openly. It's hard. $3.50. You want me to call you every time I find a fucking $3 part on your saw? I could call you 30 times in 30 minutes when I'm fucking breaking a saw down. I ain't got time for that shit, neighbor. When I find something like this from now on, if you bring your shit to my shop, if it's under a $10 part, no matter what your bill is, I'm not fucking calling you. I'm not requesting permission. I do my job right. If you want to bring your shit here or send your shit here, we play by my fucking rules. And that is, we love thy fucking neighbor in our transaction. And if we make a mistake, we talk it out. Period. I'm tired of it. Y'all got to wake the fuck up the way we're treating each other as human beings. I'm sick of this shit. Seriously. I'm so fucking sick of it. Fucking Rogers Group, Graceland. You guys are ridiculous. Seriously. Fucking all you doctors out there. Fucking cops. You're all fucking ridiculous. The way you fucking treat people that are different than you. I'm tired of it. Cops are just fucking dirty assholes. Fucking guy in Amy's shop today. Go find out who the fuck he is. Had a badge on. Works for the Lewisburg PD. Anthony Garrett. Was talking about how he had a lawnmower worked on somewhere else because Brian is so damn busy up there. He has to refuse work. Or he has to tell people, sure, you can bring your shit here, but it could be 4 fucking weeks before you get your mower back. I'm that busy. You guys don't realize there's not enough of us around. Your shit can rot and you can go buy brand new shit. Or you can have a guy that cares about you. Fix it. Even though it might take some time. Even though I won't always be able to fix it. Even though sometimes I'm going to tell you it's not worth it to fix it. If you bring me a 171 with a Roach motor, it's not worth it. An 017 maybe. Motor's hard to find. Sometimes I can make it worth it for you. If the saw has sentimental value, especially. 025s, 250s, usually I can make it worth it to rebuild it. But not if people keep doing this shit, man, because I'm not going to put up with it. I'm not here to have a miserable life. I've had 37 years of misery. 37 fucking years. No more. I've been poor my whole life. I've been disabled my whole life. I've been unwell my whole life. I've had fucking bad gum disease my whole life. No matter how much I try and take care of my body, it's just fucking riddled with fucking problems. So is my brain now. Therefore, I don't fucking need you. Unless you're a subscriber to the channel, I need you because I want to monetize and I want to be able to refuse work like this because my subscribers are so awesome. I don't fucking need your saw in my shop, neighbors. I want it. And you should have it here. Because I will do you right if you can fucking communicate and let me have my 3 minutes to give all the fucking details. Without interrupting every fucking 13 seconds. Terry, every 13 to 17 seconds you interrupted me. There's your hit, neighbor. It was his fuel filter. See how it's revving up? Listen. It was his fucking fuel filter. That's all it was. I tried to save him $6. And you see what happened. This man fucking cussed me out. Still running too rich. Fucking pathetic. Hear it revving up now. Picking up. Should we go cut, neighbors? Okay, Bunting. That's better, Bunting. Let's go, neighbors. Uncle! Come here. Uncle's gonna do the camera. I don't want my tripod to fall. Here's this fucking asshole saw. I tried to save him $6 by not replacing his fuel filter. Let me flip it over. Pretty certain that's his fucking problem, because I back pressure tested his saw and we didn't present but a teeny tiny slow air leak. But now the saw's not doing what it did before. I replaced the air filter, or the fuel filter, for fucking free, Uncle. That's what I did. They already know. So here's the deal. All this guy said was I only paid you to get my motor right. I can't get your motor right without all the other components. That's a fucking joke. That's like trying to say I brought my car into you. It's not running right. I only paid you to get my motor right. Well, if you got no damn tires on your car, your motor's useless. If you can't use your fucking sprocket, your saw is useless. I didn't do you dirty. 102.50, Terry. The saw stays fucking here until I get paid. It ain't going nowhere. I love you, neighbors. Be kind to one another. Everyone's facing a battle. Chainsaw Redeemer will tell you if he's done you dirty. But I didn't fucking do you dirty, Terry. And I'm not trying to rip you off. That's why you're getting free shit. But that's it. You're still paying for the rest of it. 102.50.